A first down throw for Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. To throw, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eye.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now come the Eagles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Trade 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They come out here in the eye. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Wentz to throw. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second down, Winston. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on first down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Ready. Black 22.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Jameis to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Blue lady. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Let's go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving.
Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Yeah, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Wentz. A dump off to Smallwood. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Smallwood. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
81.
Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Hey, 5 on the kick. 5 on the kick. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This one complete to Smallwood. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And Tate's got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On second down, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Noah spins. Coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready.
A first down throw for Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to let this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 49. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Liz 5-3, Liz 5-3.
Second down, here's an option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll throw it. Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hang in there, Matt. Hang in there, Matt. Back there. Look for me. Stack. Black, come on.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action now, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gray 15. Gray 15. Black. Hey, ram.
Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Caught right side, Tate. And running with power here. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Noah Spence in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Shorty. Don't go. 120.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Hurts over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Check. Even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 22. Sonic.
Jameis now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, we got 3 down. 5-0.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Wentz. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Ready? Blue lady. Sonic.
Jameis to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long.
Come here, soon as I got seats in there, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the, I got a girl, Brad, she go to battle, LED logo the tag, I go in back of the, they all from that, my diamonds they all look at.